Hello everybody and welcome to another early edition of This Has to Be Said with your host, Raven. That's me. Alright, so as always, before we begin, we got a lot to cover today in a short amount of time. So before we begin, I want to say, go to my YouTube channel. I changed the name. I posted up on Facebook. It's THTBS with Raven. So This Has to Be Said with Raven. Hit subscribe, hit like on those videos. I put up the gaming one of me playing Spider-Man. Probably going to do a little bit more tonight, maybe, I don't know. So hang out, come on, check it out, come around. Also, I want to throw out there in October, around October 19th through the 25th, I'll be doing that collab with a buddy of mine. We'll be doing the playthrough of Spider-Man from the point at which I leave off until whenever, for a good hour or so broadcast. We'll be using the same controller, so it should be fun. He'll control the swing and I'll control the fight or whatever. So it'll be a fun time. I'm also congested a little bit, so bear with me. A little bit congestion, but I'm okay. Don't worry, I don't have a cold. I don't have coronavirus, so I'm okay. So don't worry. Just allergies because of the changing of the weather. But yeah, so look forward to that in October. Look forward to that later on tonight if I decide to do that. If not, this will be the only thing I do tonight. So, but welcome. So let's begin. All right, today's topic on This Has to Be Said is called patience. Something we all need. See what I did there with that pause? You're getting impatient because I wasn't talking. Yeah, I'm just being an asshole. No, anyways, patience. Big, huge, it's one of the virtues. It's a virtue. Patience is a virtue. You need patience with everybody, and you need patience with each other and with people, but you also need to be patient with yourself, because sometimes it takes you longer to do something than it normally would, but you still have to have patience. Be patient doing something, and it'll last longer. Remember, it's also with self-worth. It has something to do with that. I know it does. So, but just be patient with people. Be patient with each other. Be patient with your kids, above all. Hi, Scott. Welcome, buddy. We're talking about patience. I waved at you, so hello. I'll wave physically, so it's not just weird. So hello and welcome. My Canadian friend, hello. Yeah, so just be patient with people, man. I mean, it's not hard. You know, I see people snap at people all the time over some dumb shit, and it's just like, you just got to relax. Stop pushing people so much. Just be patient. It's their first time. They don't know what they're doing. Teach them. Tell them, this is how you do this. This is how you put this in the bin. This is how you learn this way. That's how I learned the best, is because people took the time and patience to train me and teach me and help me move up to where I am now. And it's like, if I never had that, I would have just snapped at everybody. I'd be like, well, this job sucks and everything sucks. But because I had the patience, because the people that were training me had the patience with me and took the time to show me and train me, I am happy of where I am now. And I am very proud. I can go further, and I always want to go further, but that too takes time and patience. See what I did? So anyways, you like that one? That was good. So yeah, no, just be patient with people. You don't need to be like, come on, hurry up. Unless you're on a time crunch, then yeah, you need to hurry your butt. Move your butt along. All right? Stop fucking around, as they say. Just move it. But if you're training somebody and it's their first time, always remember to have patience with them, because remember, your first time learning something, you weren't the best at it. You didn't know what you were doing. You're like, I don't know what to do. So be patient with those people. If you're the best at your job, remember what it's like. Remember what it's like when you were down there, right? Remember what it's like at the bottom, and remember when you weren't always the best, when you weren't always the greatest, when you weren't always good at what you do now. So be patient with the people that are trying to learn, because you never know how it's going to turn out or where they're going to go. I was fortunate enough that when I got into the place I'm at now, I had somebody teach me. And they were patient with me. Now, they got frustrated, but that's different. They got frustrated with me when I couldn't do it after they told me 3 times. They were blue in the face. But I learned it, and I listened, and they were patient with me. And That's how I learned it. That's why I got to where I am. So, if you're not patient with people, then they're never going to learn. They're going to be like, fuck you. I don't want to fucking learn from you anymore. The hell with you. And they're just going to move away. They're just going to, like, move away from you. They're just going to be like, hey, man. I don't want to do this anymore. And they're not going to do it. And they're going to quit. Or they're going to give up. Or they're going to be like, well, nuts to you. But if you're patient and you take the time and you show them, they'll get it and they'll move forward. And they'll be like, well, thank you for taking the time to do that. They may not say that, but they'll show you by doing their work and doing their job the best that they can by how you show them. Patience with a kid is, oh my God, the biggest thing you can do. First, we covered employees, fellow employees, co-workers, and all that. Now we're covering kids. You want to be the best. You want to have the best patience out of anybody in the world. Have a kid. You'll have the best patience, I swear to God, because they don't know what they're doing 9,000% of the fucking time. They don't. And you just need to have patience with them, and you just need to teach them and talk to them and let them learn on their own sometimes. But you can't always yell. Kids aren't going to learn if you go, hey, stupid, or, why didn't you do it the way I showed you? They're not going to be like, no, that's not how you do it. And you have to tell them, look, this is how you do it. Oh, I hope I don't have to sneeze. That's another thing, too. Patience for when you're trying to sneeze. I hate it. Damn. All right, I'm good. But yeah, just be patient with people. Be patient with your kids. It's not worth getting mad over. There's an old saying that goes, don't cry over spilled milk. Yeah, it's getting true. Don't sweat the small stuff. You can buy more milk, If a kid draws on the walls, they don't know any better. You may have told them, don't do that, but that was the first time they did that. They didn't know. They thought, oh, it's a blank canvas for me to draw on. Maybe instead of saying, no, don't do that, maybe you should instead build up that creativity. Maybe be like, hey, let's get you some art supplies. Let's do that. And, let's try to, maybe. It's just a thought. Instead of putting them down, be like, hey, don't do that. Don't draw on that wall. Like, walls aren't for drawing on. But then also teach them the right way to do it. But have patience. They're never going to learn unless you tell them. And they're never going to learn unless you have patience with them. Now, I always use this. I'm not a doctor, so I don't have patience. But as I got older, I realized, well, now you're just sounding like a pretentious asshole. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. Oh, I'm a little stuffed up. I got some dust in my nose. I'm sorry. But yeah, just have patience. So have patience with me, please. But yeah, it can be frustrating, it can be time consuming, and it can be downright just a pain in the ass. But you got to do it. It's how you raise a human being. It sucks, but that's what you got to do. Everybody that has kids that's out there, chime in. Throw your 2 cents in. I'd love to hear how you deal with stuff like that. I'd love it. I'd love to hear that. But whenever you're showing anybody anything for the first time, you need to have patience. You need to be relaxed with them. You need to show them how to do it, and you need to teach them the right way so that they learn. Now, they're going to make mistakes. That's a part of life. That's what growing as a person is, but don't fault them for it. Don't be like, well, you should have done it the way I showed you. No. They did it the way you showed them. They may not have done it the right way, but they did it the way you showed them. They just did it their own way. Now, you want them to do it your way, but maybe that way doesn't work for them. So that's when you throw in the old, well, why don't you do the way that works best for you? And if that doesn't work, then you show them the way you did again. But you take the time and the patience to do so. That's what being a parent is all about, is having patience. But with patience goes love for your kids. I'm not saying you need to love everybody and love your coworkers, because no, fuck them. You don't have to love them. You just have to tolerate them for 8 to 12 hours a day. And then that's it. But no, your kids absolutely 100,000% love them. They're gonna fuck up. They're kids. Expect a fuck up. Even after you tell them 100 times till you blue in the fucking face, they're gonna fuck up. They're kids. I know some adults you have to tell them 100 times till you blue in the fucking face, and they still fuck up. They still do it the wrong way. But I tell them, and they get it. They're kids, guys. They're people. We're people. We're all human. We're all one race, human. We all make mistakes. We all we all hopefully fucking learn from them and move on. We all make mistakes, but we all grow. Mistakes are what mold us and shape us. They're the tools that are used to shape us as people. Does that make any little bit of sense to anybody? I hope. You have to be patient with people. You have to be patient in life all the time. Shit just doesn't happen overnight. Shit just doesn't come to you overnight. You don't get that bonus overnight. You don't get that bonus in a day. You don't get that bonus in an hour. You have to work for it and put in the hours for it. You don't get that raise the moment you start. No, you have to put in the hours for it. The people that have made that money, that are making that money, have been there a while and know what they're doing. They had patience to persevere and push through the hard times and learn. Because somebody took the time to train them. You just have to have patience with people. I was fortunate enough to have somebody to train me that has patience like that. I was very fortunate. And I'm very happy. And I still am very fortunate to have somebody like that. Because without that, you're never going to grow and you're never going to do anything. But if you don't return that same kindness and to others, and you just receive it but you never give it, then you're not learning anything. Then you really didn't learn what that person taught you at all. Because they weren't just teaching you how to do your job or how to be a better person. They were teaching you how to have patience for others as well, if you missed it. They kind of threw that. If they're having patience for you, you should have patience for others. And you should treat others the same way that they treat you. Treat others the way you'd want to be treated. Well, if I want to be treated that way, I sure as hell aren't going to treat the next one. Well, why did you fuck up? Why did you do the way? Well, here, let me show you how you did wrong, and maybe we can fix that. Like that. Do that. Not, hey, you fucked up. Now we have to do it all over again. No. Hey, take a step back. Let's rethink what we did. We'll move forward. That kind of shit. That shit. Right there. That's the shit you want to do for people. Don't be the asshole. Don't be the dick. Don't be the person that people don't want to work with or want to be. Be the person that people want to be around. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fucking A. Be the person that people want to work with and want to be around every day. I'm not saying be everybody's buddy and be everybody's fucking friend, but don't be an asshole just because they mess up, because they didn't do what you asked them to do or what you told them to do, because they took longer to do something than you want them to. Be patient. Take the time. Just take the time to be with those people. And if it's your family, and I regret that I don't do this all the time, and I'm sorry to you know who, and you all know exactly who the fuck you are. But be patient with people, even though they may take up a good chunk of your day and take up a good chunk of your time when you're trying to go somewhere or do something. Be patient with them. They don't mean to, then they're not doing it on purpose. They can't help it if they're just doing it. Maybe they're just a little bit lazier than normal. Maybe they're tired, or maybe, just remind them, hey, let's speed it along. Let's try to move along. We're trying to do something. We're trying to go somewhere. Let's move it along. But take that time and have that patience. It'll pay out in the end. People will like you for it. People will respect you. They'll respect you a lot more. It's another video I did on respect. Check it out. It's another video I did, respect. But you'll gain people's respect if you treat them nicer and if you're patient with them. And, you take the time to show them how to do something, or you take the time to help them finish something, or you just take time for people. Make time for people. You don't have to be the sweetest, loving person in the world, but you have to have some sort of patience. Somebody did for your ass. Otherwise, your ass wouldn't be here. Your mom did. Your mom had patience for you. Otherwise, your ass would be dead a long time ago. Right? Right. So be patient for people. You never know when that person, you're going to need that person's help. You never know when that person is going to, you know, be in charge one day. Or, you know, you never know when that person is going to, or you're going to need that person's help. Let me think. Yeah, when you're going to need that person's help. You never know. And they're going to think back to the time when they asked you for help and how impatient you were with them. And they'll be like, well, I'm not going to help you. So, nuts to you. So if you help them and you're nice to them and you take the time to show them how to do something and you're patient with them, then in turn, you will receive the same back. It's not hard, people. Just call it being nice. Talk. I know I swear a lot and I apologize for that, but I'm bad at talking without swearing. It's hard to do for me because I get very passionate about things. That's why I do all these videos. I'm very passionate about things. But be patient with people, for fuck's sake. Stop snapping at them all like I'm doing with you. Stop it. Just be patient with people. Be patient. Life is all about it. It is about it. About it. About patience. It's about love, compassion, and understanding. And if we would all learn to do that with each other and just have a little bit more patience with each other, I'm sure this world would be a lot better place to live in. If we'd all be a little bit more compassionate and understanding with each other, I'm sure this world would be a little bit more understanding, a little bit better to live in, a little bit more tolerable. I'm sure this world would be a lot better place. And that's all I have to say about that. So, in short, let's do a summary here. Be patient with everybody. Be compassionate with people. Be understanding, helpful. Have patience with your kids, with your coworkers, with your family, with your friends, and with life in general. Just have patience. Because life's going to throw you curveballs all the time. And if you don't have the patience and perseverance to make it through those days, make it through those times, you're never going to hit that ball. You're never going to hit it out of the park. So just be patient, guys. It's not hard. Alright, everybody. Thank you for watching. Again, go to my YouTube channel, THTBS with Raven. Hit subscribe. Smash that like button on those videos. And I'll see you all again next time. Thanks, guys.